Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm doing another square set in this video. I'm getting as much practice as I can, so I feel that square shape is the hardest for me at the moment. So I'm going to do it until it's not. So I'm sizing up the tip. And as you can see, that one doesn't quite fit from sidewall to sidewall. And it's always better to go too big than too small. A bigger size can always be filed down a little bit to make it fit. So I'm getting a bigger tip there. And that's a perfect fit from sidewall to sidewall. It's exact, so I don't need to file it. So I'm going to stick that one on. What I should have done is actually nail plate to help the glue to stick better. There's a bit of trouble sticking it on, but it does stick in the end. But I was a bit lazy and I didn't bother. It's just a silicone hand, so as you can see, I put the tip at a slight angle, slide it towards the free edge, and then rock it back onto the nail. That makes sure I don't get any air bubbles under it. I'll get it nice and close to the free edge so that the largest possible area of the nail is left for the acrylic to adhere to. Okay, so that's now stuck on there nice and securely, and I'm using my tip cutters with my my little magnets on to cut the nails down all to the same length. You can use as few or as many of those little magnets as you like to customise the length. Checking them from the other side, and the little one on the little finger was just a little bit too long. Just filing that down a bit and try and make sure I get it nice and straight across. Okay, just getting rid of the straggly bits of tip there. And I'm blending these tips in, not just the wings on this set, because I've realised that when you do an ombre with that little step there, when you're trying to blend the colour from the free edge up the nail, if you've got that step there, it goes weird when it goes over the step. It doesn't blend nicely over it. And because I never plan my sets, I just make it up as I go along. I decided to blend all of them, so I didn't know if I was going to do one ombre or two ombres or the whole lot ombre. So yeah, so I blended all of them just to be on the safe side. I'm also filing the side walls to make sure they come out nice and straight and that the tip is flush to the natural nail. I was going to leave the filing in this video, because I don't usually. So I did record it, but unfortunately after I'd done the first nail, I went out of shot, I went off camera, and yeah, for the rest of them. So I didn't put it in because it was pointless. You couldn't see what I was doing. So I apologise for that, and I will try again the next time and just keep an eye on it and make sure that I stay in shot. Sorry if this is a bit boring, obviously I'm doing them all the same. I don't have my dusty brush. I've got the one I had been using. I'd put in the barbicide to sterilise it, and my spare ones were over the other side of the room, and I realised after I'd started filming, so it was a bit too late. So any dust, I'm just using my fingers. Obviously wouldn't do that on real nails because transferring the oils from your skin to the nail would affect the adhesion, but I'm only on my silicone hand, so it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so I'm laying down a extended nail bed on the middle finger there, making a wall all around the edge to butt the colour up to for the tip. Trying to make sure that it's the same height all the way around, and that the most pointed bit of the extended nail bed is in the middle of the nail, not going off to one side. Making it as neat as possible. Cut down on filing time. I'm just checking that from all angles. And onto the ring finger where I'm doing a marble nail. So I'm going in first with the Razzle Dazzle, which is the purple, just to get the cuticle area nice and neat before I start with the marbling. And then I go in with the pink, which is Flamingo, and the green, which is Lagoon, and the purple, and marble those together. Just to make sure there's no little gaps at the side there. Okay, and okay, so I'm now going in with a bit of glitter on that marble nail. It's called Ice Breaker. It's by Smileys, and I think I got it from eBay. So I'm tipping a little bit of that into my little dish there. And then I pick up a small bead of really wet clear acrylic, dip it into the glitter and apply it to the nail. It seems like I picked up a lot there, but I think it's just because there's some really big flakes of mylar in this glitter. Some mylar and some small bits of holographic glitter. But the mylar's in quite big chunks, so it looks as if I've picked up quite a lot, but I haven't actually. And so then I've done that, and I'm now going to encapsulate that nail in crystal glass. Oh, the core powder I used for the middle finger is one that I mixed myself using CJP colours. I know it's got Slush Fairy in it because it's got a bit of glitter in it, but I can't remember what else is in it. I will check. I usually write down in a little notebook what I use to make up any colours that I custom make myself, and the ratios and everything. So hopefully I did do that with this one, and I will put that in the description box below for you, in case you wanted to mix some up for yourself. Obviously it's not as glittery as Slush Fairy because it's only part Slush Fairy, but you can still see quite a bit of glitter in it. And I really like the shade. So I'm just going over that. I've just dipped my brush in the monomer to wet it, and I'm just going over the surface of the nail I've just done to make it nice and smooth. Okay, so I'm smiling my file line. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. It came out by accident once. Instead of filing my smile line, I said smiling my file line. So yeah, it's kind of stuck. But anyway, I'm also filing over the surface of that extended nail bed, just to make sure it's the same height all the way round, and that both sides match up with the height of the wall. Then I'll go around the wall itself, make sure it's nice and crisp. Okay, and then I go on to the it's the tip of that middle finger I'm doing with the Lagoon. And yes, I've gone all over the extended nail bed that I made, and it looks a mess, but don't worry, trust the process. And on to Flamingo to do an ombre on that little finger. Blending that back. It's a lot easier without that step there. If I was doing a design set on a person, I would put a thin clear base layer down first before doing the design, so I wouldn't need to worry about that step. But obviously on silicone hand I'm not going to be doing an infill or redesign, so I'm not bothering with the clear base layer, which is why I blended that tip instead. It was quicker. to do that. Encapsulating that now, paying particular attention to make sure I've covered that blend well with the crystal glass. Obviously you need to protect that from the file into it, and you ruin the blend. Just build up a nice apex on that one. And onto the index finger. This is a full nail of Razzle Dazzle, and I do a bit of a swoosh with that glitter on this one. It looks really, really pretty at the end when you'll see when I show you the reveal shot at the end how pretty that looks with that glitter. I love Mylar, it's so iridescent, it's beautiful. Just trying to get a nice even coverage there, because I'm doing a very thin layer, because I need to put the glitter on and then encapsulate. I don't want to end up with a bulky nail, so I'm putting it on thinly, but then it tends to be a bit patchy, so I go over the patchy bits until it's got a good coverage there. Okay, so I'm now added my glitter in a swoosh with a little bit of clear acrylic. I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna now encapsulate that. A bit more for my apex. And onto the thumb. And I'm doing an ombre on this one with the Lagoon. Oh, so what's happened to the sun? Seems to have vanished. Whether looking out the window looks more like March than June. Never mind. At least a bit more comfortable at night to sleep. It's hard to sleep in the heat, isn't it? Yeah, I was thinking that Lagoon was going to be quite a hard one to ombre with because it's quite dark. But actually it was really easy, which is always a bonus. And that was a bit of an awkward angle for me to get that cuticle nice and neat. I was struggling a little bit there. But as always, we got there in the end. Okay, so now I am encapsulating that and building an apex. My own nails, I didn't record it because it's just all about the base coat, which is really good. It's a CJP one, and you can use it like a builder gel, but sort of only on your natural nails. You can't use it to extend. It's not strong enough for that, but it protects your natural nails really well. And gel polish on top of that, and foil on my ring fingers. But I'm going to do an acrylic set soon. Okay, so I'm now going over that extended nail bed with my e-file, getting all the Lagoon off that and revealing the lovely crisp smile line. I really quite enjoy doing this bit, revealing that smile line. It's like magic. And just refining the shape with my hand file, making sure it's all nice and straight, and going over the surface of the nail. Just make sure there's no dips or bumps where the electric file was. Okay, so now doing the same on the other nails. So yeah, so you see me doing this part, the shaping and refining with the hand file. It's just the e-filing that gets missed out because of the going off camera. Out of shot. Have another little go at that one. Okay. I keep going back to that one. And the thumb. And I'm a little bit out of shot there, sorry about that. But it's the same as all the rest, so it doesn't matter too much, it's just one nail. I'm using these clear tips as a natural nail. I'd forgotten to build an apex on that one, so I've got to do that now. Yeah, I've been using these clear tips because they've actually got an extra size up, which actually fits the thumb on my silicone hand, which is really wide for some reason. And I usually struggle with like a gap down the side, but these ones actually fit. So yeah, I'm using those now. Okay, so I am now top coating after filing all the nails. Don't know why I'm capping the free edge. Don't need to with CJP. There's no rule that says you can't, but you don't actually need to. Obviously I did the thumb first and did that separately, otherwise it wouldn't cure in the lamp. And there's the finished result. Lovely and shiny, beautiful. Okay, and there is my reveal shot, and you can see how pretty that glitter is on that purple nail. Thanks for watching my video. Please give me a like and a thumb and subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell. Leave a comment. Thank you. Bye.